It's Heresy Thursday, and let's be honest, they don't have to do much to beat what they did last week, and they've pulled off an absolute blinder because it's more tanks. Some of you are going to sit there and go, oh, but I don't want more tanks, I want infantry, wow. There's no way I can leave that in. Look, I'm just editing the video, and if ever there was something that deserved to be cut out, it was that. What just happened, that deserves to be removed and never spoken of again. The thing is, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know why I even did it. Like, you can clearly hear me just stop talking because of how stupid that was. It's so bad that I kind of feel like I need to leave it so that I can apologise for it, because otherwise the apology doesn't apply to anything. So I'm leaving it in to say sorry, because I have no idea what that was about. It is more tanks. This time around, it's the Vindicator. But not just the Vindicator, there's also the Laser Destroyer one as well, so it's a dual-purpose kit. Always love to see those, and it of course looks exactly like the one you could get in resin, except it's plastic. I have to admit, I really like this version of the Vindicator. I kind of preferred the one with the giant, like, siege shield on the front to begin with. And that still holds, it still holds a place in my heart. Like, as someone who had a sizable Iron Warriors army, the Vindicator was, it was quite the thing, and I do still really like it. But there's something about the front of this one that just looks really, really mean. It doesn't look quite as, survivable, if I'm honest, because the massive, siege dozer shield blade thing on the other one, it just looks impossible to shoot through, whereas this doesn't have quite the same level of, intimidation, but for some reason, just the overall construction on the front of this, I just really like the shape of it. It's a good looking model. It is a good looking model. It also, of course, mirrors the style of the Typhon as well, or does the Typhon mirror the style of the Vindicator? I guess it's a chicken and egg situation. Which one came first? Which came first, chicken or the egg? Okay, let's see. The egg! There you go, that was easy. Even by my standards, this is a mess. It's just a mess of a video. I don't know what I was doing when I recorded this. I don't know what was going through my head. Anyway, plastic Vindicator. It looks good. Of course it looks good. The resin one looked good, so this one looks good as well. And the best thing about this is the fact that you also get the Laser Destroyer Vindicator as well, which is quality. I love this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Vindicator in itself is... I'm not going to say it's silly, but it's definitely a very specific thing. It is just, let's stick a gigantic gun into the front of this tank, and that'll do. That'll do us nicely. But then to make it more extreme, by then going, well, what if we had one of those that could also attack, Titan-sized stuff? That'd be pretty cool. And then they did, it just feels like at some points of the Age of Darkness was just strapping increasingly more obscene weapons into vehicles that probably shouldn't be anywhere near them. This feels like one of those. What I really want to know is how much of that tank is taken up by the battery required to fire that gun. Because let's be honest, it's not going to be just a pair of double A's, is it? It's not going to be a pair of double A's stuck in the back of it. No, it's going to need something hefty. You're not going to be able to just chain a bunch of car batteries together. That might work for booby trapping your shed so that when your neighbour comes around to try and steal your lawnmower for the fourth time, they get electrocuted, but it's not going to be enough for this. I just want to point out I've never actually done that, and I wouldn't suggest you do it either. I don't even have a garden shed. I'm just throwing it out there. That's my alibi. You can't even prove that I've got a garden shed. You can't see my garden, so I don't know why you try and pin that on me. Also, nice little missile launcher on the top of that, and this is interesting, right? This is interesting. So, that's not all for the Age of Darkness. More reveals from Warhammer the Horus Heresy are coming next Thursday. Just as planned. Just as planned? Surely that's got to be a Tzeentch-related thing, right? That's got to be something like that. You can't just throw out just as planned. There's connotations there. Anyway, funnily enough, I'm happy with it. I like it, it looks good, I like the previous version, so I'm going to like this version. Plus now I've got the extra mystery of what's going to happen next week, because I genuinely want to know. If it's just something boring, if it's just here's another type of Space Marine helmet, I'm going to be unhappy, alright? Anyway, let me know what you think of those in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you like. I'll leave a new cable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.